Hey friends, it's Fran here. It's Saturday, December the 19th, here in a lovely morning in Calgary in Canada. I usually do this on Friday mornings, but Saturday's been the day this last couple of weeks. My gift out to the world, a place of coming home to who you are this moment, letting go of the week that was, and today, the year that was. The year that was. I did a practice with a teacher of mine this week, Monica Shaw, shout out to her, and I found it helpful and I want to share it with you. So I'm just going to leap into that because I want to make sure this is short and that you don't check out on me before it's done. So first of all, just breathing in. If you have a piece of paper handy, that would be great. Or you can come back to this again and again. But just breathing into your body now, letting gravity take you into your chair, your couch, your bed, wherever you're taking this in today. Recorded is great. Just allowing yourself to soften into the moment, feeling yourself here and now. Noticing your body, letting it be as it is. If you have a little headache or a backache or a sore toe, just let it be. Make friends with it as best you can. And now, I just want to bring in the ideas of today, which are about letting go. This has been a most difficult year. I don't know anyone that hasn't found it to be hard. There may have been many, many blessings in it as well. There's no doubt about that. And for many of us, it's been a multi-trauma year. A multi-trauma year that's involved huge losses of our families, friends, dreams, income, jobs, so much. And so I just want to free that up so that we can make room for what's coming, which is much, much, much better. And letting that go so there's a space for what's new to come in. It's always a ritual. So if you have a piece of paper handy, or even if you don't, you can just make a mental list of all the things that you had to let go of in 2020, the things you had to forego. Maybe you had a trip planned, maybe you had a big business plan, maybe there was a school concert, maybe you had a plan for an event, something you wanted to be part of. There's so many things that we had to forego, that had to be canceled. Concerts you bought tickets to, a favorite hangout that's gone out of business. There's just so many things that had to get canceled or given up as a result of the pandemic. So there might have been some experiences that you were looking forward to. So just making a list of those things now. There's so many on my list, so many. And then I want you to list all the sad, negative, or difficult things that happened. Not just the things you had to let go of, but the things that actually happened. So many of you know I lost my mom this year. That was extremely difficult, not being able to have the funeral event we would have liked to have had for her this year. There's been employment challenges, all of the losses, the sad, challenging, difficult things that happened this year. There were so many for so many of us. So just bringing to mind all of those and listing them for yourself. Writing them down. or however you want to make a note of them. And then any of the anxieties, feelings, or difficult emotions that you're dealing with now, the heaviness that you might be feeling, the Christmas that is not going to be as it was planned, the trip you were going to make to visit family, whatever you're feeling right now, whether it's grief or anger or frustration or sadness, whatever the challenges are of the feelings you're feeling, just making room for those now too. There's so many. If you need to list them, we're complex people. There's so much more going on than one feeling at a time. We can be grateful and sad. It's true. Grateful can win if we focus on it, but we do need to make room for that we want to let go of. First, you got to know it's there. And just being with it. So with those things, notice where they're living in your body. So feelings that come up as a result of the things we've had to give up and let go of, the things that were difficult and painful this year, they hang out in our cells, in our muscles, in our bones, and they manifest as tightness or constriction, headaches, feelings of anxiety that live in the body. And so I just want you to sense where those feelings are hanging out in you. For me lately, it's been my heart, the heart center, and around my solar plexus. Those have been the two spaces that have been in my throat. So I'm just going to bring attention to those three places right now. And do the same with me, just noticing where that feeling is living in your body. Breathing in and noticing its qualities, shape, color, texture, size, density. Make it as crystal clear as you can, describing it really clearly. Is it spiky, smooth, hard, heavy, light, pokey? You know, all the colors, qualities, and textures. And breathing in, just gently letting that entity that is hanging out in your body, that feeling, it's there for a reason. And just inquire now as to why it's there. It's there to serve you somehow. It has a role to play. It wants your attention. So just noticing what that is, letting your intuition point it out to you. Just let the answer drop in. And then ask it if it has a message for you. What does it want you to know? What does it want you to know? Just listening for that. And then allowing, softening around that energy that's sitting there. Just gently melting it away with your warm hands, stroking it away with over your hand, over your heart, letting it melt, letting it dissolve, letting it just break up, and letting it clear your field. Gently, gently, gently moving it out of your body and into the divine air, or you can move it down, 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 down into the earth. You can imagine it floating away, burning away, just composting it, whatever works for you. Just letting it go, letting it dissolve with gratitude for what it had to say to you, for the message it has for you. And as you're letting it go, start to feel freedom from oppression, from that bound up space that's been in you. See if you can feel a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. And you might need to do this a few times with different feelings. Different feelings live in different spaces, but just see if you can sense that and gently ask for that message and let it go with gratitude. I think that's where we'll stop for today, but knowing that 2021 will bring a different energy, a different sensitivity, different expression, and we're making room for that. So as you let this go, start to ponder what it is you're calling forward for 2021, and we'll play in that space in another meditation, probably next week. Well, next week's Christmas, so later next week, probably Boxing Day or something. Anyways, I'll find you there. Lots of love, lots of light coming your way, lots of letting go, and maybe just put on the Beatles' Let It Be. It's a good song. I love you. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.